Would you pray with me, please?
Have more. With a new commitment to Christ, you can go forward one day at a time. Take one step at a time, endeavoring to do the will of God as it is made known to you at each point along the way.
On behalf of the senior class of 1987, I would like to present to Ms. Young and Greenville Christian School the senior gift, a new intercom system.
We appreciate this, seniors. You know by virtue of having been here that our intercom system is a little bit flaky. It works when it wants to. We appreciate this. It'll probably mean that it'll also allow us to separate our intercom system and have one for our elementary school as well as one for the secondary school. So your gift is appreciated, and we will definitely put it to good use. Thank you. It's always with pleasure that you reach this point in these young people's lives and you know that not only have they accomplished the end results of 12 years of high school by graduating, but many of them have excelled far beyond that by attaining to an academic level by which they have been recognized with scholarship money. The 1986-87 senior class was offered a total of $185,941 in scholarships for the universities in Mississippi, Arkansas, and Florida. 91% of this year's class of graduating seniors have enrolled in a junior or senior college. While this large amount of money was offered, of course, not all of it was accepted. However, we would like to recognize those young people who are receiving monetary scholarships at this time. We would tell you that last year, somewhere around $140,000 was offered in scholarship money and $77,400 was actually taken. This year, out of the amount that was offered, there's been a total of $82,200 in scholarships actually received and will be put to use. That would not necessarily include another $1,500 or so that will be given tonight that the students are not yet aware of. If you'll come forward when I call your name, some certificates regarding the scholarships. Mr. Will Bunker to Mississippi State University, the Mississippi State University Academic Scholarship, the Honors Program, and the National Merit Scholarship. Total $10,800. Stephanie Stacy to Millsaps, the Davenport SPIVA Scholarship, the Millsaps General Scholarship, and the McDonald Scholarship for $16,900. To Miss Nikki Stevens, Mississippi State University, the Mississippi State University Academic Scholarship, the Exchange Club District Youth Winner of the Month, Greenville Christian School, and the Robert C. Byrd Congressional Scholarship, $6,600. Mr. Boyd Gregory, to the University of Arkansas, the ROTC Army Scholarship, the University of Arkansas Academic Scholarship, $26,000. Miss Wendy Wright, Mississippi State University, the Mississippi State Academic Scholarship, $5,000. Miss Patricia Ray, Delta State University Academic Scholarship, $2,000. Mr. Scott Sanders, Mississippi State University, the Mississippi State University Academic Scholarship, $5,000. Mr. Donnie Thompson, Delta State University, the Delta State University Academic Scholarship, $4,000. Ms. Stephanie Crick, Mississippi Delta Junior College, the MDJC Dance Scholarship, $1,600. Ms. Susan Cordell, Mississippi Delta Junior College MDJC Dance Scholarship, $1,600. Miss Angela Parker, the Mississippi Delta Junior College MDJC Dance Scholarship, $1,600. Mr. Michael Robinson, Mississippi Delta Junior College, the MDJC Academic Scholarship, $1,600. Representing here then, $82,200. Honors, a program that we had as an assembly, we were the very last minute finding out about some of our private school association awards. We were minus 2 plaques at that time for our state winners. So this is a little bit out of the normal ceremony of awards, but we feel that these young people merit being recognized. One young man has finished 3rd in the state And of all the students that competed in his level of competition from the private schools, he finished third. The other young man finished second. So at this time, if Kevin Ward will come forward. Kevin Ward placed third in the state in the Mississippi Private School Association competition in 8th grade math. Mr. Will Bunker placed second in the state in physics. The American Legion provides us with a certificate and a very nice medal for a young man and young lady from the senior class. The certificates read, the American Legion Certificate of School Award. This certificate of distinguished achievement is presented in recognition of attainment acquired as winner of the American Legion School Award and further recognition of the possession of the high qualities of courage, honor, leadership, patriotism, scholarship, and service which are necessary to the preservation and protection of the fundamental institutions of our government and the advancement of society. It's presented by the Bippo, Arnold, Knowles, Fisher, Crosby, Post 32. These awards go to Ms. Stephanie Stacy, Mr. Will Bunker. Each year, 2 students are recognized as scholar athletes by the United States Army Reserve. They are selected for academic and athletic excellence, and the award carries with it this nice plaque and a very distinguished-looking medallion, which I would think any young person would be extremely pleased to have. It's a stamped medal on both sides, and it is involved in both their participation in athletics as well as their accomplishments in the area of academics. They're tied together, which doesn't happen too often in these types of awards. We're pleased this year to present to the young lady and to the young man who met the criteria the Scholar Athlete Award to Miss Nikki Stevens and Mr. Will Bunker. Daughters of the American Revolution present a certificate and a pin for dependability, leadership, service, and patriotism. It's the Good Citizen Award. And the pin says that the rim stands for the 13 colonies. The band of blue and now identifies it with our society. The qualities of good character that we emphasize, dependability, service, leadership, patriotism, are the 4 books in the center, suggesting your days in school. Encircling these is the laurel wreath of honor, behind them the torch of understanding. And this award this year is presented to Ginger Taylor. Auxiliary presents a service award that is given to the young person who is considered to have been of service to their class and to their school, and this award is presented to Ginger Taylor. The Rotary Award presents a $100 bond to a young lady who exemplifies the philosophy of the Rotary Club, and this was also awarded to Miss Ginger Taylor. The Rotary presents a second award, a pen and pencil set, and this goes to Boyd Gregory. Faculty has voted on all of these awards, and in particular, I think they reach a point where it does become very difficult. You want to recognize all young people. You feel like they've all made certain accomplishments and achievements, and yet you realize that you don't have enough awards for everyone. But probably one of the most prestigious areas would be the Hall of Fame. And again, it's hard not to recognize probably half of this class at least for some kind of academic and athletic achievement, some kind of participation in school activities. So it is a difficult decision to come to just 4 students. But I think these young people should be extremely pleased that the faculty has selected them as a Hall of Fame of Greenville Christian School. If they'll come forward, we'll present them with their plaques. Ms. Wendy Wright, Mr. Will Bunker, Ms. Ginger Taylor, Mr. Boyd Gregory. This is our Hall of Fame. Two of our young people were recognized by the local exchange club as students of the month. This time we would like for you to meet them, and we will give them a certificate to recognize that they were chosen from Greenville Christian School as students of the month. Mr. Scott Sanford, Miss Nikki Stevens. Ms. Stevens was also recognized in further competition as the District National Exchange Club winner. Scholarship given to a young person who will attend school in the fall. They must be enrolled in school, and the money will then be sent to the institution whereby they intend to pursue their learning. It is to be used for educational tuition or fees or books. It was established following the death of Cynthia Farmagoni Chase in 1986. Her parents have established this scholarship for a deserving student who not necessarily has the highest averages or has already been given scholarships of some other type. It's to be given to a student that in the wisdom of the administration can make proper use of that money and will go on to college and continue their education. This year we present to Miss Michelle Woods the second Cynthia Farmagoni Chase Memorial Scholarship. This next scholarship is being given for the first time with very mixed emotions that I am the one that stands before you to present the Eddie McGaugh Memorial Scholarship Award. It is being given to a senior girl and a senior boy who meets a very strict criteria. which was established by a school board committee. And the criteria was then approved by Mr. McGaw's family. The final selection was voted on by a 5-member panel consisting of a board member, a booster club member, a senior teacher, the principal, and the administrator. A gift of $500 is given to each student. $250 has been contributed by the school and a matching sum by the booster club in memory of this very special gentleman. Eddie McGaw was a vital part of Greenville Christian School for very many years. He remained involved even after his children had graduated and his grandchildren began to come to school. He and his wife have been faithful in their support of Greenville Christian, have worked with tireless dedication in all aspects of school activities. Eddie had a calm, rational, and just approach to life. He respected others and never asked someone to assume a job that he wouldn't take on himself. He had a great deal of wisdom, and we are the richer for having been in his presence. It's with a true sense of pride and a great deal of respect that I present the first 2 Eddie McGaw Memorial Scholarships to these very deserving young people, Miss Nikki Stevens, Mr. Michael Robinson.
One of the awards that the Mississippi Economic Council gives every year is the Star Student. This young man is a part of our school, and as a result of his academic achievement among Mississippi high school seniors and also his score on the American College test, that person in our school this year is Mr. Will Bunker. Will, would you come, please?
One-star teacher, I chose Ms. Young, who symbolizes the profound influence and admirable qualities of Mississippi teachers. Your dedication to the profession helps shape the destiny of our state and nation. I'd like to present this.
It's always a privilege for me to share in some academic honors and to be a part of that. I'd like to begin by recognizing our valedictorian and also our salutatorian. And then after that, some young folks who have A averages and some whose average is between 90 and 94. I'd like to begin by giving some awards to Will Bunker, who is our valedictorian. First of all, there is an award which comes from the Greenville Teen Club. It says, in recognition of high academic standard of excellence which you have maintained throughout your high school years, may you continue to justify your faith in yourself as well as that of your parents, teachers, and friends. On behalf of all adults who encourage young people to give their life their best, we offer our sincerest congratulations. May God continue to help and guide you in all your accomplishments. The Board of Governors of the Greenville Teen Club, Incorporated. Plaque in recognition of Will as valedictorian for academic excellence at Greenville Christian School. I'd like to present this plaque to Will. From Greenville Christian School, there is an award that says valedictorian. Although I'm not going to put this on Will, he'll be permitted to wear it. But it does say valedictorian of Greenville Christian School, and it's my privilege to recognize Will Bunker as the valedictorian of our class. Now would you permit me to recognize a lovely young lady who is our salutatorian. We will present her from our school the award for salutatorian, Miss Stephanie Stacy. Stephanie. are some folks I'd like to recognize whose average is above 94. These two young folks you recognize do have that distinction. And the others, I'd like for them to come, and when they have come, I'd appreciate your applause for them. And then when they're all come, I want to ask you to give them applause for all of them at that particular time after they've remained here. First of all, Miss Patricia Ray. Also, Miss Nikki Stevens. Also, Miss Kathy Thompson. Also, with an A average, Miss Michelle Woods. Others I'd like to recognize whose average is also an A average, Miss Wendy Wright. Now for those young folks whose average is above 90, I'll ask them to come and stand here if they will. And we'll begin with Miss Colleen Christie. Miss Danielle Dillon. Mr. Boyd Gregory. Miss Dawn Hutchinson. Mr. Scott Sanderson. Miss Ginger Taylor. Now, folks, I think that we recognize those folks who have superior athletic skills, and I'd like for you with me to join in a hand for these folks who've shown a great deal of academic skills. In past years, it's not been the custom of Greenville Christian School to have someone who comes from outside to speak to us, but rather to permit you to hear from the salutatorian and valedictorian of the classes, to let you know that there are folks who are very special to us and to have them share a challenge with us. And at this time, I'd like to introduce both of them to you, and they will come and speak to you. Our valedictorian, Mr. Will Bunker.
Mr. Hilliard, members of the school board, and faculty, these students have completed the prescribed course of study as required by Greenville Christian School, the Private School Association, and they've met all requirements for graduation. At this time, these young people will come forward and will present them with their diplomas. Mr. William Whithorn Bunker. Stephanie Dion Stacy. Timothy Allen Bailey. Otis Wesley Briggs Jr. Marcus Anthony Cassio. Daniel Brian Tuning. Colleen Marie Christie. Susan Michelle Cordell. Stephanie Deanne Crick. Rhonda Vaughn Criswell. Stacy Dwayne Cromer. Sandra Lynn Diamond. Danielle Ray Dillon. Loretta Lynn Evans. Johnny Gale Fraser. Mark Elliott Gates. Boyd Arnold Gregory. Donald Christian Hayes. Dawn Annette Hutchinson. David Earl Johnson Jr. John Daniel Keefer. Tammy Michelle King. David Michael Keelan. Marty Lee McGraw. Phoebe Louise Moranto. Stephanie Dawn Morgan. Paula Denise Overmary. Angela Hope Parker. James Madison Howell II. Patricia Ann Ray. Vicki Jane Reese. Michael Ray Robinson. Robert Scott Sanders. Stephanie Flynn Steve. Nicole Grace Stevens. Michael Ross Stiles. Ginger Louise Taylor. Donald Lewis Thompson. Catherine Marie Thompson. Cheryl Dawn Woods. Charles Wesley Woolley. Jeffrey Todd Wright. Wendy LaVon Wright. We have certificates of participation for our 2 exchange students from Sweden. They have been here for this school year, and while they are not awarded certificates of graduation, they are a part of our senior class, and at this time we would like to recognize them. Johan Krister Olsen. Johan Lennart Porteson. We have 2 summer graduates, Johnny Glenn McClendon, Brian Sean McKinnon. Everyone else has had a chance to say something to me. If you will allow me this last moment to be administrator. Young people, you have put in a lot of time and effort and concern. Your parents have put in that time and effort and concern, and a lot of sacrifice has gone into your education. The culmination of which is this moment tonight. I see a great deal of joy and pride on the faces of those people who are sitting behind you because they have been allowed to share in this event with you. Your lives are just beginning and your futures are bright. Some of you are like spring flowers that bloom each in their own special time. For some of you, you've already reached that point. For others, it will come in this following year. You'll be your own best friend or your own worst enemy, as some of you probably have already found out, depending on how you choose to live the life that God's given you. If I would pass along one word of advice that comes through experience, remember that God is never mocked. Whatsoever you sow, that will you also reap. Your opportunities are limitless. Your abilities are also limitless. I hope that you will combine your opportunities and your abilities, and I commend you for your achievement tonight, and I present you now as the graduates of the class of 1987.
Thank you.